Good morning, gurus. Welcome to another episode. Hope you're having a beautiful day. The NASDAQ got nuked yesterday again after the Fed dropping a lot. Tesla, Google, I'm going to look at that. I sold some of my positions. We made massive gains, 100 to 250% on them. So now my goal is to protect it. So I'm going to watch the NASDAQ closely. I'm going to jump into charts, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Hit the subscribe button, smash that thumbs up button, turn on the bell. Let's jump into the technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going to technicals. Tesla down 2.6%, Google 2.4%, TSM 2%, NASDAQ 1.8%. NASDAQ getting hit really hard. It's coming back to a major support right now. But see, you can see here, this is the second time it's bounced. First time bounce, second time bounced off this support. But it just, to me, when I zoom in, I see a head and shoulders here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. And usually that can drop the distance of the head, which would be this distance here. So we can have a drop on the NASDAQ right now to around, it should have made the fourth to the fifth wave though. It's some abnormal break here. We can still get a run up to the fourth to the fifth wave, but if it breaks, the NASDAQ could be coming all the way back down to 12,000, which is very possible. We were on the fourth to fifth wave, and the fourth to fifth wave usually smaller than the third to fourth wave. This could have been it. We could have already had the fourth to fifth wave, and now we're in the ABC correction, which takes the NASDAQ down to 12K, which I predicted, but it could happen much sooner than expected, just because of the policies of the Fed. So that's the NASDAQ. That's why I'm closing a lot of positions. I closed 50% of my positions on stocks, locking in the profits. Bitcoin is in this big rising wedge, which is a bearish pattern. Usually they play out like this. So it's a bearish pattern. It's also in this ABC correction waves now. Daily it's overbought, turning up again. Weekly oversold. 4 hourly oversold with volume coming in. Bouncing off support. I would still take the long from this support though. It's safer from 26,000. That's a trade I would take. 26,037 the trade opens. 25,875 stop loss. 28,500 take profit. And then it flips short on Bitcoin to 21K. Those are the two trades I'll take on Bitcoin. Let's go closer to do a more risky trade. But again, it's more risky, so keep that in mind. Stochastic turning up, volume coming in. Yeah, it's no point. You could try to short it down to this 26K. I mean, but it's not going to be worth it too much. But there is a short head and shoulders, smaller head and shoulders forming here. But is it going to be worth it to short? No. Better just still take those two long, and then short it from that bigger resistance. That's a trade I would take on Bitcoin. So it opens at 26,014, stop loss 25,879, take profit 28,000. This is a recent one. I'm still in my long on Bitcoin I think a week ago. My trade is $195 in the profits, 0.75 Bitcoin. I will add more as it comes down to that 28,500. In this account, 298,000, down around 2,000 yesterday after the Fed, 1,100. USD, I have 140,000. Doge, I have 31,000. I want to acquire more Doge. Why? One, because it's staying stable. And two, if Elon Musk announces anything for Doge and X, it's going to pop. Bitcoin, 28K worth. Uniswap, I have 24,000 worth. Also staying stable. MCRT, 22,000 worth, up slightly. FXS, 15,000 worth, holding stable. Crypto's not making much movements. So that's Bitcoin. Let's go into now. I want to check out Tesla and Google because they were my two biggest holdings. So Tesla looks like it's still doing this fourth to fifth wave. On the Elliott wave count, volume is still good. Daily, it's not overbought anymore. Oversold actually very quickly. Weekly, still oversold, heading up. It's at a strong resistance though. It got rejected off this strong resistance here. But it's still in this fourth to fifth wave. So Tesla can pull back. It could pull back even to this support and then continue the fourth to fifth wave. Here, 213. So I'll set more buy orders for Tesla at 213 and 176. I sold half the position to see what happens, because if this head and shoulder on the NASDAQ plays out, it can be brutal. But what I'm seeing here on Tesla is not this head and shoulders. I'm seeing an inverse, so inverse head and shoulders on Tesla on the daily time frame, which can take us to 528. But we're having some headwinds. But I will put buy orders for Tesla down at 213. To reaccumulate. And Google also pulling back. Huge cup and handle forming on Google actually. Look at that. If Google pulls back just a little bit, almost all-time high again, if it pulls back a little bit and forms a cup and handle, 124 will be a nice place to buy a lot of it. Then it can just pump. Look at that drop yesterday on the NASDAQ after the Jerome Powell spoke. Google made new all-time highs, reaching 139, and then they just nuked it. After the Fed spoke, which is not so nice. So those are my trades. If you want to trade like you'll see me do under the video, go down below, take the course, jamescryptoguru.com. Take the Stock Guru Master Course and Crypto Master Course to learn my knowledge, 22 years investing, what I do. 2, trading on Bybit. Using this link, you get a $30,000 bonus. And 3, join us in the Telegram. There's 9,000 of you trading together. Make sure you've taken the Crypto Master Course and the Stock Guru Master Course before you join that Telegram. Magicraft lobby stats, now 30,907 lobbies have been used. Total users 12,167 have been playing. This is what sun damage does to you after 28 years as a truck driver. So be careful in the sun, everyone. Magicraft now has this is some information, but too long to read here. Can you talk about ADA? I'll do in the next video. This on the weekend, this student made $3,800, $12,400. Inverse Head and Shoulders, correct. Please send your public USDT address. My team will check if this has already been paid out. That day I made 15,000. That day that guy made 8,000. Cubic pumped, which is beautiful a while ago. I'll get rid of that when I called it in Greece. This student made 3,000%. That day I made 8,700. That day I made 65,000. That day this guy made 163,000, 10,000. And you can just see some of the gains from the students. 42,000. $104,000 profits, $67,000 profits, 175,000, 4,300, 104,000, 1,400%, 868%. You can see all the $47,000 profits, $16,000. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have an amazing day. That's the updates in the markets. Hit the subscribe button, smash that thumbs up button, turn on the bell, and comment down below any tickers you want me to analyze. Love you all. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.